We can smell an upset here because Freo 245. That's nice odds, only a points bet.
They're starting to hum nicely.
Well, now they've just got to keep going and win a premiership.
Bevo's press conferences are the best. He just tells it as he is.
He actually told the AFL what to do.
He told them to go and get nicked.
Just kick your nose out of it, he said. G'day, punters. Welcome to Chewing the Fat. Billy Brownless here and Daisy Thomas. How are you, Dave?
Very, very well, Bill. Very, very excited. We're getting to the last part of the season. It's starting to get a little bit pointy.
That's it.
Some teams going really well. Some teams just starting to stink it up a little bit as well.
Spot on. Only 3 more rounds. The AFL will be watching that because it's so hard each round and they're doing a good job. We're into round 21, if you don't mind. And the first game is the Friday night footy down there at GMHBA Stadium, Geelong. Geelong $1.15, the Giants $6. Any chance the Giants?
No, I think it's got to the point now after the weekend. They've had some big injuries. Hopper got kicked in the head. That was gross. He won't play this week with the concussion. Just starting to get a bit hard. They've been away from their families for a long time. I think the Cats down there, obviously, it's a fortress down there, GMHBA. They love it. They'll be far too good.
They've been away for a while too, so they'll be happy to get back home. 5 from 5 down there, so I think the Cats will win that one. I'm with you there,
They've won
Daisy.
11 of their last 12, the Cats.
They have.
Stunning.
And some of them have been good wins and some have been just wins, like last week. Went over to Tassie, got the points, come back home.
I remember sitting here early in the year just questioning whether or not they were the real deal, but they've proved us all wrong. They're starting to hum nicely.
Well, now they've just got to keep going and win a premiership.
Look how nervous
have a look
he
at the
gets.
next game here because this is a beauty. The Bulldogs taking on Essendon. Doggies, much the same. Playing good footy, they just win, get the points, top of the tree. Essendon, I liked them last week. It was a shootout at the old...
Oh, MCG it was.
Canal, OK Canal.
What?
Remember that? Oh, you wouldn't, you're too young. But anyway, it was a shootout there and they kicked a lot of goals, 16 goals and still lost, Daisy.
The old OK Canal. Don't you worry about
That's
that. Yep, very good. They've been all right, the Bombers, let's face it. They're surprised a few of us with how they've gone this year, but just haven't been good enough to finish off against the teams who are a touch better than them. The Dogs, on the other hand, just getting it done. Top of the tree, really starting to hum again. And I think for the Bombers, a little bit like the Giants, just getting a little bit long, a little bit hard this season. They're young kids who've been so good. Cox, Perkins, Jones, he hasn't been playing for a bit, but they're just starting to fall away a little bit at the minute.
And Bevo throws them around at the Dogs, doesn't he? They can play everywhere.
I love Bevo. Bevo's press conferences are the best. He just tells it as he is.
He actually told the AFL what to do.
He told them to go and get nicked.
Stick your nose out of it, he said. What about showdown number 50, Daisy? 50 over there at Adelaide, of course.
The bat.
And Port have been pretty good. Their last 3 weeks have been good. Last week they were good. They're big forwards. Dixon and Laddams kick goals there.
Party boy.
Yes.
Party boy Laddams, he loves it, of course. Marshall, well, he's been pretty handy. And Georgiades, he's a young star.
So that's a tall forward line.
It is, and the interesting thing, they can still tidy it up a bit because their entries inside 50, they're not that great. They kick it in long and high and just hope for the best. They need to sort that out going into finals. I think they'll be far too good. The last 3 showdowns, they've won by 60-odd points or more, so...
You'd think that might happen again?
I think, again, Adelaide won 3 or 4 to start the season, only won 3 of 15 since then. So,
but I do like their coach and I like the way they're heading. They've got some good kids there and he'll just keep playing. They have improved. They'll keep improving, I reckon.
But I think this is one where Port Adelaide can really add some percentage to their campaign.
And they need that. Very important at the minute, percentage. So well done there. We do both like Port Adelaide. And Fremantle taking on Brisbane. We can smell an upset here because Freo 245. That's nice odds, only a points bet. And, of course, this is over in Perth.
Yes, we smelt the upset last week. We said West Coast, well, they'd go down to the Pies, and that happened 45 points to the tune of. I don't think we smelt it going that sort of way. But, again, Fremantle, very good against Richmond. They're young kids. No Nat Fyfe, it's interesting, isn't it? Sometimes when you have the superstar and he goes out, the others lift. Well, they play better. Well,
Brayshaw and Chera and all that. But no Nat Fyfe, no Walters and no Pearce, and they were outstanding, the young boys. So well done to them. And Brisbane, I tell you what, ever since Eric Hipwood went down, they have struggled. Struggled kicking goals.
Yep, they gave up 106 points versus the Tigers. They were down by 23 against the Gold Coast Suns. Too good in the second half there. And then 53 points at one stage against the Hawks. They're just not going very well. I think Freo are going to be very, very hard to beat over there.
I'm with you, fat and skinny. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The moment you've all been waiting for. Now, I've gone with Freo, West Coast or the Giants.
Triple chance.
Any team to win, right? Yep. They're all upset, so that's good value. Dixon, Mackay and Norton to combine for 10 or more goals. $7.25 at PointsBet.
Yes, well, I've gone for a little confidence booster here, Bill, after Brisbane have just buggered it completely the last fortnight.
We need
Port Adelaide and Geelong to win and to win by a combined margin of 60-plus points. $2, little confidence booster for the skinny punches.
Well done, Daisy. I like that. Well done. Thank you very much. And that's all we got for Chewing the Fat.